festival atmosphere here at the Pasifika Youth Cup as the Kukiairani women take on the Niue women here. The crowd is very much involved and energised as we get into the latter stages here of the competition. Both of these sides yet to get a win here at the Pasifika Youth Cup, but both have played with a lot of purpose and energy and have improved throughout their last two matches. Kukiairani, Cook Islands in the green, Niue in the blue.
Straight off. Straight off.
So our team list for today, Kukiairani. Look out for Abigail Akaroa in 16 from Otahuhu. And a few of their players, Grace Tongia, a great ball carrier for their side, and Niue, Chong at fullback, and O'Reilly Aki, one of their playmakers, been good so far. Referee for today, Ipiha Murukiti, young referee.
As you say, both of these teams come in, unfortunately, both without a win. The difficulty for these two teams is they've come up against three very, very strong sides in the last couple of days in Tonga, New Zealand Māori and Samoa. They'll be fighting hard today to get their first win and try and get it over their opposition here this afternoon in Game 5 of Day 4 of the PYC.
Danica Talitonu, as we see the girls' premiership standings down in that left-hand corner. Samoa on the top of the table, New Zealand Māori and Tonga yet to play. The winner will go into the final tomorrow to play Samoa. And Niue and the Cook Islands, of course, yet to win, but one of these teams will take away a win from this match. Well, of course, unless there's a draw, but it'd be good to see one of these sides evenly matched.
Very much so. And the winner will obviously go through till tomorrow, and they get to play another game.
The consolation final. So one of these teams, this will be their last match of the tournament.
That's their tournament done. But Niue were very, very good yesterday. Unfortunate. Battled hard against Tonga in a 30-10 loss.
Line speed, talk.
They took Tonga all the way, but Tonga in the end too good. We'll see if they can take some confidence out of that performance against the Cook Islanders this afternoon.
Eva Rose Dean with the carry from Manukura. Eva Rose Dean. And they're making their way up the field here. Kukiarani, some good carries. On this occasion, Olivia Kapini Tirio. And now, Holder Titu. Good defence on here. Moonlight Moala combining with Westland to make the tackle, and they kick. It's messy and it's collected by Eva Chong.
And it was messy, but it was a kick under pressure. Niue did a good job in trying to get some pressure on him, disrupted the kick, didn't get it away in the fashion she would have liked, and they turned it over.
Tapuro taking it from dummy half and making a good run. So Niue with an opportunity here. Rumbling it forward. Charlie Pangao, Pasifika, and Tapuro again. Looking to just get her side on the go forward with some quick, hard carries. So they make their way over the 50.
Keep an eye out for Kyrlee Westland for the Niuean side. An important figure for their side. A lot of the play and the ball movement goes through her. Look for her to have a big influence in their game this afternoon.
Niue losing 78-0 on day one, and in day two, 36-6. Lost to New Zealand Māori. And we commentated, Liam, we were impressed by the improvement that they showed from day one to day two. So real improvement from both sides in this tournament. Now Niue and Kukiarani, the Cook Islands, face each other. Who will be able to open the scoring here? Just 4 minutes now into the first half.
There's no lack of hunger in all these ball carriers and the determination to bust and get their team some momentum. Enjoying watching these girls carry and the contact that they like to play with.
Foul, dropping the ball off for Rose Dean. And a penalty being won by the Cook Islands. And still get a recount.
Just couldn't quite time the hit. Niue not getting the arms up sufficiently enough for the referee, and therefore making a shoulder charge.
Doing well to carry forward and then offload to Fualalo. Eva Rose Dean from Manukura in the Mid-Central Vipers. She's already been prominent. And what the Cook Islands have been able to do is foul. Nishan foul. Knocks the ball on in the process. Getting to her feet.
Unlucky for the Cook Islanders. It looked like they were going to set themselves up to get in a position to post their first points for the tournament. No, that's not to be. But some early work, some early industrious work from Eva Rose Dean for the Cook Islanders in the middle, carrying the ball, and they look happy. They look happy to be out there, the girls. There's no malice or viciousness in their work. They understand they're playing a physical game and they're trying to carry strongly.
Talitonu now with the ball. It's Moonlight Moala rather, who cuts back against the grain and gains a few extra metres. Now Ah Chong from fullback. These early tackles in the set, dominated by the outsides. Centres, the wingers, the fullbacks coming in and some emphasis with their play as they centre it with a big carry. Zerlin Vakanofiti there, and now this Danica Talitonu doing well to hold on to the ball as she was scragged and dragged backwards by Rose Dean, but it's been a good set here for Niue. Aki faking, finding Chong out wide, beating the defender, the winger, striding forward, still going. Deirdre Walker, Tuiletu Funga with a great run, and now Niue on the attack, a short ball, Talitonu reaching out. Is she held up? Just. But a threatening set there from Niue.
Yeah, got very, very close. Deirdre Walker, Tuiletu Funga was the one that made the inroad down the right-hand side. I thought she had overrun the pass. She had enough about her to pull the ball back in. And from the ensuing play, almost going over was Danica Talitonu. And some desperation defence from the Cookies, able to snuff the try-scoring effort out. They get the chance to carry the ball again. Nice attack, nice D.
Game starting to open up now as both teams building in confidence with the completion of some sets. Just taking some warming into is now Shakira Louis. Lalo. And here's the play of the ball there, a knock on, a scrum for Niue.
Yeah, Violet Hiku, unfortunately, with the one who was just a bit over eager to get up and play the ball, trying to play it as fast as she possibly could. Needed to control the footy. And the knock on presents Niue with a chance to attack the line. And as I said, look for Kylie Westland to get her hands on the ball as much as possible.
Now Tapuro getting that fend away and wriggling away from the defence. Mia Tony playing back the short side and hitting Aki. Now Tuiletu Funga still going, Tuiletu Funga. They go short side again here. Back to Westland, who drops it off for Talitonu. Good hit on her. It was Ash Faulalo with the tackle. Westland. Spun and flung to ground there. But they're very close now. Niue to scoring the first try of the match. Talitonu ducking low, just stopped short. Tony with the play of the ball. Westland, a kick. Rose Dean there to collect it. She tries to keep the ball in play instead of going into her end goal. She's knocked the ball forward in the process.
Yeah, Rose Dean looked like she was having a bit of a spell there on the wing, the front rower, and just trying to get herself out of the end goal. They went to the left side eventually. Niue had played before, would have been the key. There was two defenders from the Cookies in all that space. They just couldn't quite see. We'll see if this set presents the same invitation and whether they decide to take it.
Yeah, Tapuro tackled well at the line by Foul. Tony dummying. Mia Tony. Great footwork. Kept them guessing, and Nikki Lee Tapuro scores an opportunistic try from dummy half. Niue take the lead.
I was going to say Mia Tony scored one identical to that yesterday, almost getting another one today, sneaking from dummy half close to the try line. But it's Nikki Lee Tapuro, the co-captain for the Niueans, opens the scoring. Nice scoop from dummy half. An error from the Cookies, presenting them with the opportunity to play. They get themselves in good ball.
Nikki Lee Tapuro from Northland. She's already debuted in rugby union for the Northland Coldie in the Wharapama Cup, and here she is for Niue.
And been busy already. That's about her 4th or 5th carry in the game. Threatened every time she's carried. And as simple as it may look, that she picked it up and just fell over the try line. It was a nice quick play of the ball from Niue. And then Nikki Lee, she did the rest of the work. Spotted the gap, picked it up cleanly, fell over. Nice try.
Co-captain going over for their first try. It was the footwork of Mia Toni that put them in that position, wasn't it? Just had a defender facing in the wrong direction with some quick, agile footwork, and went very close. And Nikki Lee Tapuro was able to grab the try. Easily converted by Westland. And they'll take a lead 6-0 over Kukiarani here in the first half. So slow walk from their goal line for the Cook Islands. And it's Violet Hiku who will kick things off. Just taking their time here, thought about how they want to respond to conceding that try. Down 6-0 here. It's about halfway gone through the first half. It's a short kickoff. It's into the hands of Moonlight Moala, who's met hard by Fualalo in defence. But they're over the 40, so they'll be happy to start their set from here. Danica Talitonu puts her hand up to make the second carry in the movement. Mia Toni in playing dummy half, opting to find Lee Westland, who shifts it one further to the hands of Tongiatama. Slow play of the ball for Toni, who goes out the back. Aki fakes the cut out wide. Now Archong, one more pass out to Tuiletufunga, and she offloads well. Great continuity here from Niue as they make their way up the field. It's Pasifika on that occasion. O'Reilly Aki back to Tongiatama. Her second carry and a good tackle on her. Made by Tetu, needed to be made.
And that's a couple of times Deirdre Walker, Tuiletufunga on the right wing for the Niueans has got a touch and looked dangerous down there. And she's down having a bit of a stretch now, but every time she's got the ball in some space, she's made some good decisions when to cut back in. And on that occasion, it was a right foot step and a really smart offload to keep the ball alive, keep the play going.
There's an injury back on halfway. Believe it's Moonlight Moala, and number 4, who's gone down, has been taken off the field as Niue's crossed the line. It's Melanie Siosiwa who scores the try for Niue. 10-0 now.
And a nice piece of play, and it was Kiralee Westland again. Sets up another one for Niue. We spoke how influential she is to this team. And she's a smart footballer. Showed the ball on the inside. Didn't have to do a lot to draw the defenders in. Just squared up. And the ball out to Melanie Siosiua to score the second try for Niue. Well taken try after a stoppage in play. Niue playing some up-tempo. Siosiua off the wing, coming inside to look for some work, get some reward. And if you're in this Niue side and you want to get yourself on the scoreboard or you want to get around something good, play off the back of Westland. Something good is going to happen off her.
Melanie Siosiua, also from the upper north, playing for the Northland Swords. for Rep Rugby League. She's a try scorer for Niue today, Melanie Siosiua. We had a nice line that she hit off of Westland, who just took her time, showed some misdirection with the fake to cut, and then the nice pass to Siosiua.
It was a nice line and nice timing. She never had to change her pace. She hit the ball at pace. She never changed her stride. And because of that, she just stormed through the hole. Defenders couldn't get near her. It's a nice play from Niue in the lead up. They're moving the ball around now. You've got Taputo threatening down this right-hand side. And they can keep the ball alive. They're going to be dangerous for the rest of this game. And again, Cook Islands happy to take their time. They tried the short kickoff last time. Don't think that was the best idea. If they're trying to go for touch, they need to keep it low and just drill it towards the touchline, make it difficult to regather. If that's the case, they can't put it in the air and make it an easy catch and run. What happens then, the Niueans are on halfway straight away. I'm interested to see what type of kick they come up with and how they try and start this passage of play.
They were punished for that last time, weren't they? Niue managed to take it down this right-hand side of the field and attack and open up space. As now Hiku kicks, and Westland is there to collect it and offload into the hands of Ngatuakana. Back for Westland, who drops off the pass. And Niue continue up the field. Talitonu ducking back inside.
And again, because unfortunately for the Cookies, they can't get any depth off the kickoff. The Niue side are already deep into the half.
Pito, Adelia Pito, will carry that time. Arki dropping it off for Talitonu, who's second carry now. It's the call for final, and so Westland will put the ball up. And the Cook Islands are under it. It's Glassy.
And well done. Well done by Glassy, the winger. Knew it was last tackle. Stayed up enough to take away the pass threat. And once Westland saw that she couldn't pass the ball, played the last play kick. But Glassy was in a position as such she could cover both and still took the kick, and well done.
And here's Hiku down the touchline. Hiku still going. Has she got support with her, or will she go all the way? It's a foot race. Violet Hiku going the field for the Cook Islands and giving them the impetus they need with that brilliant effort. She called for it. She wanted the ball down the blind side and got it from Fualalo, and then unleashed. What speed from Hiku, Violet Hiku, to score the try the Cook Islands so desperately needed.
And great individual piece of play, as you said, Fualalo. Dummy went down the short side. Hiku was more than grateful and had a clean pair of heels. Too fast for Siosiua and too fast for the rest of the chasers from Niue. And not only does she score a try for the Cook Islands, she scores their first try for this PYC tournament. And what a wonderful reward for the Cookies. And a wonderful piece of play by Violet Hiku. Awareness from Fualalo to go down the short side in the first place. And then the pace.
She just backed herself. You could see her, she sensed the opportunity down the short side. She called for it and then was there, backed herself.
You always have concerns about the touchline. You always have concerns about putting a foot in touch or a defender just pushing them enough. You don't have to really make a tackle as a defender. You use the sideline as your teammate when you're defending. But that was never the case when Violet Hiku got the ball. She was well balanced. As I said, wonderful turn of pace. to make the break down the sideline and then have the presence of mind to come back inside and round it and put it down under the sticks.
It's lovely footwork as she angled back inside and still maintained her pace. And that was what enabled her to break away and speed over the line. Violet Hiku brings the Cook Islands right back into the match. And Abigail Akaroa on the hit up there. It was Tixia.
Nice tackle from Patel for the Niueans. Nice and low, driving through and again.
Dio Mathalina on the hit up. Slow ball for Lalo. Back inside. This time, Heather. To Poriapa. Heather. Foul. Dummying. And now Louis. Shakira Louis with the kick. Tapuro is there from fullback and runs it out. Nikki Lee Tapuro cutting back and met by the shoulder of Tetu. But a good game there.
And it was almost an ad-lib kick out of dummy half that whilst they knew it was last tackle, the chasers weren't aware of where the kick was coming from, and as such, while she got it down nice and deep out of dummy half on the kick, they weren't able to make the chase, and therefore Tapuro was able to make yards on the return and did a great job for Niue.
Matuakana doing well. Pressure on the clearance from dummy half for Niue, and a good tackle again from Tetu. Tony Aki dropping the ball off for Pasifika. Tangao Pasifika. Tony again, taking it quickly, stepping, passing, ball nearly connecting with Aki. It's kicked in behind, and Aki. So Louis now has the ball driven backwards. And some good defence.
Yeah, when Patel got the ball, she had two people outside her. I thought she was just going to make a pass play. She realised it was last play and put the kick on. Slight opportunity lost there for Niue, but they're in good field position.
Akaroa beating a defender, Abigail Akaroa, and her initial attempted tackler stays down. Pito, Dahlia Pito, will call a stop to the game to just make sure that she's okay. She's holding her head, so
the referee's doing the right thing and stopping play. Once you're aware it could be a head injury, just stop the game. Normally you wouldn't stop the game whilst a team is defending, and if it's an injured player. There's another one down for the Niueans. Deirdre Walker, Tulia Tufunga, also feeling some discomfort.
So the Cook Islands match after that brilliant solo effort from Violet Hiku, but Niue certainly done enough in this second half, in this first half rather, to have the lead. It's 12-6, dominated possession and territory. They've played in the right areas of the field and they've probably completed more sets than the Cook Islands.
Yeah, you're right, and they scored their tries in quick concession. It looked like, as you mentioned, the floodgates were looking to open up once somebody scored, and it looked like it was almost going to be the case had it not been for the Cook Islands and their bravery, I suppose, to make the play down the short side and give it to Violet Hiku and back her speed to go down there, show the balance, presence of mind to come back inside and just put a full stop on the momentum that Niue had.
Natalia Pito leaves the field, supported. So we hope she recovers quickly and can continue. If Niue are to win, they'll have another game tomorrow, and I'd love to see her back out there.
She looks like she's been replaced by Peyton Leota, number 14.
Lalo. Louis charged. She has to go back after it. Was it played at? Will they have a recount? They offload.
The referee must have called Howard. They're coming back. There's no knock on. You take the gamble when you go for the charge downs. And because they didn't recover the ball back after charging it down, you have to put another shift in defensively.
Tuile Tufunga also leaving the field injured. So a couple of injuries for Niue, just stalling their momentum a little bit. Good hit coming in there from Whainu'u Kirasoma. And Louis over to Violet Heku. Walalo looking up and seeing some space and challenging the line.
It worked once. It worked once for her going down the short side. She tried it again. The winger just wasn't aware enough.
Now Heku kicking. It's a short kick. It's bobbling and it's awkward. And is there a knock on? There is. Frustrating error for Soraya Natuakana. The ball just never set up.
No, it didn't. And she had a winger coming towards the ball. And the rule of thumb is whoever's attacking it and coming towards the ball, you let them take it. It's a bit easier for them to regather the ball rather than yourself who's running backwards. But they decided to leave it to her. She dropped the ball. The referees deemed it's knocked on. Yeah, she might have been better off to leave it to the winger to attack it and come forward.
Nice to see how many armbands had mum on them as they went along the bench there. Just a wee shout out to the parents and the families that make sure that these players can get onto the field and participate in these tournaments. You have to acknowledge the work of all of the families in whānau that managed to.
100%. There's a lot of sacrifices that go into putting this tournament together and bringing the children, and some of these have come from abroad. Some of these Niueans have come from some of these players, in fact, in the tournament have come from the islands, or some have come from the South Island or from out of town. Regardless, they've made the sacrifice to participate and make this tournament what it's been, and it's been great.
Eva Archong with the carry, and Tony over to Aki. She's looked dangerous, ready to unleash her players. Morali Aki. Tuile Tufunga is back onto the field. And Tony there to play the ball. Now Aki at the line. A nice gap in behind. The kick goes up. And it's well handled. Brilliant hands there from Siosua, who gets her second. What a kick. And what a try for Niue.
Just as the timekeeper was getting ready to ring the bell for half time, I was wondering whether they could get over the line. It was a wonderful kick from Arki, O'Reilly Arki, a bobbling kick, putting pressure on the Cook Islands.
Well weighted, well placed, right into that
Spot
gap.
Spot on, and unfortunately for the Cookies, Arizona Cooper couldn't take it. It bobbled in the air. She still had work to do. It wasn't an easy catch and put down. She had to juggle. Did it fantastically well to get it down. And a wonderful try for Niue. As I say, right on the stroke of half time. And a great way for the Niueans to go in on the back of that try. Plenty to take away for the Cook Islanders as well from this first half. Scored their first try of the tournament. Some small things, possession, kicking better. They can fix up in the second half, and they can get themselves back into a position where they're threatening once again.
Superb hands from Siosua as well. It bobbled 3 times. Finally able to get a proper grasp of it. And going over the line.
Well, and it wasn't just that. The more she bobbled, the closer the dead ball line came. So it was bobbling and trying to get it all before the dead ball line and get it down.
Collected herself and collected the ball. And they'll collect the conversion as well. At halftime, Niue will lead the Cook Islands by 18-6.
It's an absolute feast.
At Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec, we'll keep you operating.
Three tries to one here. Niue in the lead over Kukiairani, the Cook Islands. In this match in the women's side of the Pasifika Youth Cup. As we take a look at the highlights of the first half. It was Niue who were able to strike first through Nikili Tapuro off the back of a nice carry from Mia Toni, sneaking over the line.
Yeah, Mia Toni went close just before this. As I said, almost going to close to scoring a try like she did yesterday. But Tapuro, she got the rewards from all the work that Mia Toni did, opening the scoring. And then, as I said, Kiralee Westland, ball playing, great line. Wonderful line from Melanie Siosiua for Niue to get their second. Punch the line inside shoulders of the defenders and put the ball down right next to the try line.
And here, one try for the Cook Islands in the first half, and it was an individual effort. It was Violet Hiku who burst down the touchline and cut back inside, an impressive show of speed to beat the covering defence and go over the line. Violet Hiku bringing the Cook Islands side back into the match.
And great play by Magnolia Ash Faulalo to go down the short side and spot it. And just before half time,
Siosiua wasn't done, managing to get her hands around the ball from the lovely kick from O'Reilly Aki, who saw some space in behind, and the kick set up nicely for her. Melanie Siosiua got her second try.
And well deserved as well. It was a tough kick to take. It was pressure. She's trying to judge the bounce of the ball, the defender for the Cook Islands. But there was so much pressure coming on Arizona Cooper that she couldn't cleanly take the ball. It bobbled in the air. And then Melanie Siosiua juggling, as I said, having the presence of mind to, one, get the ball cleanly enough to put it down, and then stay in the field of play and get it down before the dead ball line. A couple of great tries for Niue.
18-6, Niue ahead, and you can see here in the Cook Islands camp, just having a few words coming from the coaches on how they can get themselves back into the match. What do you think they're saying?
Just fix up some small things, as I said just before half time. If they can control some of their errors, get their timing right, looks like some of the communication might be off just a tad. and fix up some of their kicking game and where they're putting the ball and some of the positions they're making. Niue start their sets from are really, really important for them. They could quickly turn this game around and turn it back in their favour. They had the momentum after Violet Hiku scored.
That would be my message. Give the ball to Violet Hiku. She went close to 70 metres for her first try. If she can create more magic like that, this Cook Island side can build off the back of the momentum she can build through her line-breaking abilities.
Definitely, and it's, I was going to say before, 3 tries to 1 to Niue, but the 1 try from Violet Hiku, highlight moment of the match for mine. Try of the game so far.
Ava Rose Dean back onto the field for the Cook Islands at the beginning of the second half as well, and her carries at the beginning of the match were really full of impetus. So if we can see some of those key ball carriers for Kukiarani at use, they may be able to get some front football for the likes of Hiku and Titu to play with. So it's Westland who will kick us off. And this kick is taken well. No flag up for foul. It's into the hands of the aforementioned Rose Dean. The Mid-Central Vipers and Manukura High School.
And very, very dicey start there, letting the ball bounce off a kickoff. Stressing the importance of trying to take the ball on the full, not flirting yourself with the touchline. You don't want to turn the ball over off the kickoff in that easy position.
Out wide and out to Hiku, who draws and passes, and the pass just won't go to hand, and Tixia, unfortunately, with the error. Danny Tixia.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Kukiaranis and Danny Tixia, just putting the ball down. I thought for a moment there that Violet Hiku was going to go on a long run again. Flashbacks of that moment when she scored in the first half. She did the right thing by trying to draw and pass, but unfortunately it wasn't on the money. It just dropped. And there's one of those small areas that I'm sure the coach spoke about.
So Tapuro on a searching run, getting away from the first tackler, breaking downfield, eventually flung to ground. Jersey scrag, but nonetheless, she's found the turf as Ah Chong straightens things up on attack. They go short side, Tony Tuaki dropping it back into a centering run. That of Konofiti. Now carrying forward, Talitonu. Tony Westland spies the gap, spies the line, and goes over for the try. Niue with the first try out of half time through Kira Lee Westland.
And what a tournament she's had for the Niue side. Whilst they've been well beaten in their other games, other than yesterday, they were competitive yesterday. She's so influential for this team. She set one up already and decided to take them on and run, drop the shoulder. Just a slight look on the outside, held off some of the defenders, and on the try line you've got to get off. You've got to get off and make the opposition play. You can't wait on your try line, especially when someone of this quality is coming at you with that amount of pace and power. Great try, Kylie Westland.
Kylie Westland with the conversion to her own try. Westland from Hornby High School down in Christchurch. So one of those players we've mentioned that's come from outside of the Auckland region and up from the South Island. And she has been prominent in all that Niue have done in this tournament.
For sure, and just one of those examples of what we were talking about. And no doubt her family and her parents made a lot of sacrifices to be here this week. Time-wise, financially, it takes a lot. And we're grateful, as you said, and that's why a lot of those players out there have got mum on their armbands and just showing their gratitude. I'm sure Dad's done a little bit.
Doesn't go unnoticed. Work of collective families that make this Pasifika Youth Cup community, makes this tournament run. All the contributions. Wider whānau. Yeah. Violet Hiku will kick things off after conceding that try. Niue now lead 24-6. It's an awkward kick-off and it's nearly knocked dead there. Tangiao Pasifika.
Yeah, nice kick-off from the Cookies, and again, I want to stress the importance of catching the ball on the full. They could have been close to the 30 or 40 metre line by now. Had they done that, Niue, that's not the case, and they've got to take it to their advantage. Cookie.
Out wide. It's Natuakana. He does well. And Tapuro, in from dummy half. A good carry from her. They've been secure in their carries today, Niue. A lot of errors via loose balls in the carry. It's more been the odd off pass out wide, but Aki kicks it and they'll find grass picked up by Louis, Shakira Louis.
And this has been the Cook Islands' best game of the tournament. And you know, they're competing with Niue, but for Niue, we spoke about it before, that they've grown every single day in every game. They've got better and better, and it's culminated with this and the lead that they have now. Challenge for them now in the next 23 minutes is to see if they can go on and finish this.
Some good tackles coming in. Talitonu involved in 3 different occasions in the contact, and there Westland. Nice carry here for the Cook Islands in the hands of Tongia. Was eventually stopped. Now foul. He kicks him behind, and it's a messy bouncing ball, eventually picked up by Tuile Tufunga. A good tackle made after chasing her own kick. Deshaun foul. And Tapuro happy to pick it up and run from her own end.
And Walker Tufunga did a really good job to get out, but when she started stuttering inside her own goal, I thought she was going to get caught for a moment there, but she knew she had enough pace and step about her to get her out. And Cookie's just not quite engaging enough kick chases.
Heading it up there. Nice carry, Vilikai. Again, by Nu'u Kirasoma for Niue. A good set here, marching their way forward. Aki, a kick in behind. This time escaping Louis, who will have to attack from outside of her own goal, and there's a great chase line from Niue. 5 or 6 players all coming up in a structured line and making sure that she couldn't break them open.
You mentioned it not so long ago about how well they've done this afternoon in this game. Niue are getting to the end of their sets. They've carried well, they've had control with their sets. And O'Reilly Aki on a couple of occasions put some spot on kicks. That was the case on that one. She put it in the end goal. But as opposed to what the Cook Islands had when they had 2 chases, there were 4 and 5 Niueans there ready to take the tackle and drive them back, and the reward is they get the ball back now from the forced dropout.
In the hands of the danger woman, Lee Westland, who opens them up with a brilliant draw and pass. And over the line goes Soraya Natuakana for another try for Niue, off the back of some nice work from Kira Lee Westland.
And great reward, isn't it, talking about the D and the kick chase and getting it back. Great reward for that effort alone. You get excited when you get the forced to drop out and you tackle the person in goal. That's the ultimate reward for it. Kira Lee Westland, smart play, drawing in Violet Hiku on the wing, created the open space.
It's just that subtle footwork, wasn't it? She shaped as if she was running inward and then bounced out, committing that last defender.
Yeah, she squared up the centre. And just that right foot step to look like she was going to get on her outside shoulder. That was what enticed Violet Hiku on the wing to step in. Once she had it stepping in, that space was exaggerated.
It's a good pass.
Just a little tip-on pass from Natuakana to go in and score.
Soraya Natuakana, Mangere East club, Mangere East Hawks. She's just a year 10, so 15 years old.
Amazing.
In this tournament. One of the young players. It's out here. We'll be out here, I'm sure, again in future Pasifika Youth Cup tournaments. There's another good kick this time. Westland just short, but her goal kicking today has been very accurate.
That was on the dial. Just didn't have the legs. We go back to Natuakana, the 15-year-old. It's so exciting for this tournament in the years to come. Exciting for Niue in the future of their teams at the PYC, but there's so many other teams with youngsters who are going to be part of this tournament for 2-3 years to come. It's so exciting. And they'll take some great learnings out of this, great experience going forward.
Born in 2009. Natuakana, that makes you feel old.
Born in 1999 makes me feel old.
So, Niue carries. It's been a very positive second half for them. They've built on that strong work in the first and they've scored some good tries. They're playing some free football as Tongia Tama takes it to the line.
They would have taken a lot of confidence out of that try just before half time to Siosiua, but it's also denting to your confidence when you're the team that concedes that try. It would have been hurtful to the Cookies. It would have been a tough one to take just on the dial of half time and go back in after conceding when you've done so well. And that confidence and momentum has just swung straight back to the Niuean side here in the second half.
Cook Islands and Fualalo managing to collect that kick. It bounced quite fortunately up for Fualalo. So Hiku wants to attack and down that short side. You've seen some reward there. As Fualalo now into play, dummy half. Rui Tetu, foul. Hit hard by Whanuu Kirasoma.
A bit of flavour here coming into the game. We just need to settle things down.
Tetu, nice hard carry from her, using footwork to change her line. Now Louis from dummy half, met hard by Westland.
And a turnover really needed to get to a set. I was going to say the Cookies need to take a page out of the Niue's book as far as what they're doing attacking wise. Nothing too flash, working themselves up the field and just getting to a kick and putting some pressure on the backfield of the opposition. They had an opportunity after doing a good set, playing it out, getting to last tackle. They couldn't get to the kick to put that pressure on and see what Niue had to do on the back of their end, but simple turnover now.
Now, sling it and again to Whanuu Kirasoma. Not afraid to take on a couple of defenders. And a winner penalty. Whanuu Kirasoma doing well to try and jostle back to her feet and indicate to the referee that they were slowing her down.
That's right, just trying to wriggle and fight and get up. And it was taking a while. The referee had no choice on that one but to give a penalty. Had she stayed down and not moved, the referee may be inclined just to let the play go on and let the peel come naturally, but because she had some intent to get up, showed some fight, it looks to the referee like, as it was, that the defenders are holding down illegally.
Just a correction, Soraya Tuakana, only 14 years of age, turns 15 later this year. We have a couple of players on the side that are still just juniors at high school. In the year 10, O'Reilly Arkey, one of the key players on the side, just 15 years old. So several players in this Niue side. A lot of youth, showcasing the talent. Here, O'Reilly Arkey, now wide for Tapuro. Moonlight Moala, over the line for Niue. Moonlight Moala scoring yet another try in what is becoming a showcase of Niue's strength as a team. They have grown throughout this tournament and they are expressing themselves now today.
And expressing themselves through their pass plays and their ability to move the ball. Wonderful show of skill. A couple of times I thought the ball carrier could have gone through and thought better of it to pass the ball out. Offload by Aki. Tapuro had a chance. Gave it to the wide standing Moonlight Moala to go over and score another try for the Niue side. Wonderful. I just want to go back to that point that you're making about the 14-year-old. It's incredible because the size difference between a 14 and a 15-year-old is huge. These 14-year-olds are playing against 18-year-olds. And they're more than handling things out there during this. It's incredible that they're taking part and more than coping. And for what they're doing out here, Soraya Ngātuakana, she's an important factor for this Niue side. She carries the ball strong. She plugs that middle on defence and doesn't look out of place. It's incredible. As I said, the future's bright for the Niue side and for the game.
32-6, Niue ahead. This young, exciting team making massive strides in form across this tournament, and they look set and ready to play the consolation final tomorrow up against one of New Zealand, Māori or Tonga.
And we'll find that out after this game. That's a huge one coming up next.
Well, tomorrow will be a real measure for them. They won't at all feel intimidated by either of those two sides. They've already played and they've gone down to both of them,
and nor should they be. As I've said, they've grown. They've grown, and the trajectory that they're on means they're going to be better again tomorrow. So they're going to be dangerous. They're going to be dangerous whoever they play tomorrow and take a load of confidence out of this win.
You can just see the confidence growing, especially in the playmakers, Westland, Arkey.
And the cohesion of the players around them. understanding now where they want to pass, how they're going to step. They're reading each other a lot better.
That try to Tuakana was built off knowing exactly how she was going to play it off that kick return. Standing in the appropriate spacing to make sure she could collect the pass and go over. It was a simple try, but it's the simple skill executions that have separated these two sides. Niue are up 32-6, and it's largely due to just a lack of errors in their game.
For sure. We talk about Kirili Westland fooling the winger and drawing her in. Sometimes you can fool your own teammates. And because they've got that understanding now of each other, you almost play telepathically, read what your teammate's going to do.
Siosiwa and Tony, both some nice carries there, and into the hands of Aki, who kicks him behind. It's messy. And it's grounded eventually by the Cook Islands. Fuatanga.
And I like the partnership of O'Reilly Aki and Kirili Westland. It's almost Kirili Westland, you play on the ball, you run us around. Last play, I'll step up, Aki will kick. And she's put in a couple of dangerous ones. And that one's brought them some reward again. Again, understanding their roles, understanding what everyone's doing.
So Westland will feed the scrum. She draws in the defence before setting it away to Aki, and Moonlight Moala. She wants another try to her name.
And a great shot from Fuatanga.
Aki trying to get away from the defence. Westland. Big carry coming in from Niue. Vakanofiti on that occasion. Now Westland again, wide ball, Siosiwa. Just putting it down. It was at her chest.
And it looked like one of those where she had scored the try before she had actually caught the ball. She could see the hole, she could feel the try line, just needed to take the ball in first. It was another wonderful pass play from Kirili Westland. Just couldn't quite take it in. And Siosiua could have got his second try, but unfortunately not to be.
And a knock on at the bottom of the scrum there. So trying to pass it away. So frustrating again for the Cook Islands. Kukiarani. Things just haven't gone their way today, but Niue have pounced on those opportunities. They've pinned them down in this area of the field, and they've come away with points on several occasions. They've been punished.
That's been the biggest area for them that's hurting today, is the unforced errors. Just when you try and take some energy out of your opposition, turning the ball over cheaply.
Walker, Tuile Tufonga on the carry there. That's Tony for Aki. Dummies to Tapiro and tried the pass to Tangiao Pasifika. But a knock on. Play just starting to slow down a little as both teams begin to tire.
You can see what O'Reilly Arkee's trying to do. She's had some joy already in going to that right-hand side and giving it to Moonlight Moala for her to score. They're trying to recreate that play again and trying to come up with that again. And full credit to the Cook Islands. They're reading it. They've loaded up numbers. They've learned from that and how to defend it.
Lalo, Tetu, wide for Louis. And Glassy brought down. Back short side for Louis, who spins. And tackle of Natuakana, 23. Say just 14 years old, but size-wise not considerably smaller than the other players out on the pitch today. There's a kick over the top from foul, and it's chased by Hiku. The bounce is awkward for her. She's done well to collect it.
Yeah, I thought she was impeded in the chase. Violet Hiku, before she got a chance to clean up the ball and try and pick it up, she was impeded there. And Moonlight Moala, the chase of a smart kick, and these are the plays they've got to come up with. 32-6 down, they've got to try things. And tackled before she got the ball.
Back into the action here for Lalo to play the ball. Foul, cutting back inside Akaroa. Abigail Akaroa, strong carry here. Westland just dragging her to ground as she slipped down to her knees and managed to stop her. It's for Lalo from dummy half. Westland again, using her strength to bundle her backwards, but it's Cook Islands on the attack here. Akaroa calling for the ball, they go behind her to foul. She fakes and kicks, and there's space aplenty. They try to get it out of their own end goal. They offload a couple of times, but it goes dead. Atua Kana just unable to connect with their support. And so Cook Islands will have another opportunity.
And it's not a bad outcome. It was a play 3 kick that, again, I'm not sure the outside of her support was aware of. Anyway, they still chased. Some dangerous play from Niue, trying to offload inside their in-goal area. But when you're 32-6 up, you can afford to do that. We'll see if they can play out a set here.
Ball bouncing past Rose Dean as she tried to get a hand to it. Well tackled. Again, this Niue defence is unrelenting in its effort as Tony clatters into Fualalo. Carry from Rapana. Quick ball. Knocked forward from Akaroa. No play on, so backwards the call.
Well done, ref.
Rapana. Not to foul. Tetu. Tetu looks dangerous. Wrapped up. And a good tackle.
Strong tackle for Pito.
Pito back on the field after her injury earlier in the match, so a relief to see her back. She took some pretty hard contact to the head in that first half. She's back on the field, so she's obviously been deemed healthy, which is great to see. Now foul, a wide pass over the head of Rose Dean. Out wide, Hiku in space. Hiku gets her second. Violet Hiku, one of the bright lights here for the Kukiairani, scores their second try.
And reward for chancing their arm. They tried to kick their way out of yardage early in the set. Got a penalty for being tackled without the ball. Violet Hiku was the one chasing. They come out. It was a play 3 kick into the end goal. Trapped the Niueans in goal, got a full set at him, running it on last play. Out to Violet Hiku, 2-on-1. Nice dummy, show and go. Gets the winger to turn out defensively. Running it towards the post for her second try.
Violet Hiku, just 15 years of age herself, turning 16 this year. What a talent we are seeing here on display. Violet Hiku, that brilliant individual effort in the first half, going long range and showing her speed, and there just the aggression she shows taking on the line. You can see her eyes light up as she sees space. She knows she's got that speed.
For sure, and even before they passed the ball out, you could see her screaming for it out on the edge. They knew they had space and acres of room to move. They just needed the ball in their hands out there on that edge. And while she was the one that scored the try, there could have been a couple of people around her had she passed the ball, but she'll come away with at least 2 for the day. And 2 well-taken tries for Violet Hiku and the Cook Islands.
There she is, Violet Hiku, a name to remember. We're more than likely to see her again at future versions of the Pasifika Youth Cup. I'm sure an even more of a standout role in her breakout performance here today, Violet Hiku. Cook Islands, well, looks as if this will be their last chance to play as a team, to play for their country, to represent their culture. And in the last stages of this match, it's a chance to redeem some pride and knock on for them and play on.
They've got 50 seconds to defend now. If this is their last game for their country, and put it all in this last 50 seconds. They'll get the ball back here. Oh, no, the referee says no.
Tuakana, ball in hand met in the tackle of Tetu. Tapuro loves a run off dummy half. Nikki Lee Tapuro. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever seen her pass from dummy half. Loves to take that run.
We're talking about Violet Hiku and Ngātua Kano, how young they are. You mentioned the referee, how old he is. Oh, yeah.
Ipiha Murukiti, just 15 years of age himself, the referee.
So not only are the playing stocks in the future of the players in this tournament healthy and well, so are the refereeing stocks. Did a great job, Ipiha Murukiti. And congrats to Niue.
It's a celebration of the young and exciting talent in this game. Niue have made a statement of their real improvement. They'll be ready for whoever they take on tomorrow after winning here 32-12 over the Cook Islands.